Hi, everybody. My name is Eric Seropian, and this is my first podcast ever. So I've been meaning to do this for a while and figured today's as good of a day as any. Today is June 21st, 2018. And depending on how my experience goes and how enjoyable it is, it might be my last podcast. It might be the first of many. So you guys are all experiencing something that's on my buckets list, and we'll kind of see how it goes. I'm just going to wing it. On a bit of sad news for the day, my dad has been in the hospital for about 10 days now, and we've been pretty much living in the hospital room over in the South Bay. And the doctors, they've been telling us, tomorrow's the next day, he's going to be released and so on. And he's been there for almost 10 days. And today was no different. They're telling us tomorrow he'll be released. So I just literally came straight from the hospital to record this. I didn't want to cancel my appointment, and then probably I'm going back. So if I'm stumbling or whatever, I'm really winging it, and fingers crossed for my dad. I wanted to do this podcast and see, the experience of it, see if I like it, see if I'm any good at it. And if I am, then I want to do more of these. And so I have some passions that I want to talk about on these podcasts. One thing being that I live in the South Bay region of Los Angeles, and I'm somewhat of a influencer in the area, and I know a lot of small businesses. I've grown up here, and I'm very passionate about where I live and the activities going on, and I love the beach, and I love to swim and surf and everything. And so I'll be talking about the area. One of my other passions is marketing. I have a background in marketing, so I'm looking to kind of put things out there that are happening, trends in marketing that are happening. And I'd love to hear back from people. I'd love to learn. I'd love to have people share their knowledge also, because we are not in competition with each other. We can all learn from one another. One of the ways that I'm thinking of doing this is, once I post this on YouTube, if there are things that you want to comment on and, let people know about something new, or we might have somebody have a Twitter question and you might reply, or I might reply, but you might have somebody out there might have a better solution to the question. So if you post it there, everyone will be able to see. And that way we can kind of try different things, see what's working, share with one another, and help each other. I'm a big fan of sports also, so I'll be talking about that. I already have some small businesses and people that are wanting to be guest speakers. So depending on how it goes, I have some people lined up. But I really right now just kind of want to find my voice and see if I'm any good at this. And then at that point, once I knock out a couple of these podcasts, then maybe I'll have some people come on and we could talk about different things. Within the South Bay area, I have this company. It's a digital marketing company. It's called This Is My South Bay. I have over 30,000 followers within the area. So it's either people that I've geo-targeted that live within a specific radius, or they're interested in the subject of marketing. A majority of these people are, staunch followers. They direct message me a lot. We keep in touch. I have a lot of people that are small businesses that I meet with. And this is something that I think is the next trend in marketing, is going to be geo-targeting and really going after an audience within an area. And so this is something that I know, and I think in time I'll be able to share that with people and have them implement it within their business. So a couple things that I don't want to talk about on the podcast is, anything to do with religion or with politics. Anything that is going to come up negative with any other subject matter, I don't want to get into that. I have my own opinions on stuff, but this podcast won't be about that. Again, I'm going to be posting on YouTube, so please subscribe, like the video, and then if you have any questions, thoughts, whatever, just comment there. And if you go to my website, thisismysouthbay.com, all of my social media channels are there, so feel free to follow and share and anything else that you want. So today is a kind of a day for about the last week or so. I'm married to someone that is from Mexico City. to be specific. And so she is big on the World Cup. A couple days ago, it was a big day in our house when Mexico beat Germany in World Cup action. So every day seems to be a big deal. About 5 o'clock in the morning, I hear "No mames" from the other room, and I know that something happened with a soccer ball in Russia. And my wife is going crazy in the other room. It's a big deal around the world. I know that a lot of my friends that live in the States here, they don't really follow it all that much. And right now, as I'm Googling the numbers, it's telling me when I Google how many people watch the Super Bowl, it's coming up with a number of about 100 million, 111 million within the United States. It's saying something to the effect that it's more popular in the United States, and then the numbers drastically drop off once you go outside of the States. Whereas the numbers with the World Cup, it's coming back at 3.2 billion people watch the World Cup. Now, that's for a month. It started a couple days ago, and it goes on for about a month, I think like 32 days or something. And so right now they're playing about 3 or 4 games a day. And if you can do the math, Super Bowl is one game for 111 million people, and then the World Cup is 3.2 billion ongoing. So as you can imagine, it's a big deal for someone that's in it, and my wife seems to be really into it. So the next match coming up is going to be for Mexico is going to be on Saturday against South Korea. So I'm kind of, I got my Mexico jersey, and I've got I know the players, and I'm pretty pumped about the game. And hopefully you guys, if you're not into it, you'll kind of give it a chance. It's just, you have to record it or whatever, because it's at off hours, or you're going to be at work and it's going to be playing, but you can record it, and you just see the passion, because people have flown out and paid ridiculous amounts of money for the flights and the hotels and everything. And they wait 4 years for this month. As a matter of fact, as I'm speaking with you, my wife is texting me saying that Argentina is losing. So it's like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, Los Angeles time. And she's working, but she's following it also. So, and Argentina losing to Croatia is kind of a big deal. I think that Germany was favored. That's why Mexico in the first game beating Germany was, the world's been talking about it. And I'd hate to be the next country that's going to play Germany, because I think Germany is just going to kill them. That's going to be on Saturday for those of you that are interested. Want to talk briefly about Instagram and some of the new features that are coming up that, if you're a business owner, would be pretty exciting for you. One of the features is that you can now start to schedule your posts on Instagram. So let's say you're a restaurant. And so you can take 7 pictures and then make a post for 1 week worth of posts. So you don't have to be dealing with that all the time. And so you can do your post with your hashtags, with whatever comment it is, and then forget about it. And then you can schedule it that you want this post at this time on this day with this writing and, etc. And so that seems to be a big deal, because before you had to get on other platforms that would let you do that. And those were usually paid platforms. Another thing that they came out with, I think this was in March, where if you went on your phone and you check to see what's new, the newest post comes up now. Whereas before they had this algorithm where they would figure out in different ways what would be more interesting to you and present that to you to keep you engaged. So now it's more of a level playing field, because, maybe you've never seen my post and it's not going to come up on your feed. Whereas now you can see it because I just posted it 5 seconds ago, and you're on your phone and you see that it comes up, and you're able to see if, it's interesting to you or not. So I think that the big thing that Instagram has been doing is they're kind of fixated on Snapchat. And they're really going after things that Snapchat did, but they're putting it on their stories. And a great way to get your message out on Instagram is through stories. You can post it. It goes away in 24 hours. So you have 24 hours there to do as many stories as you want. There's a lot of images you can add. There's a lot of GIFs. There's location. Anything and everything that you want is there in the stories. You obviously don't go overboard and do like 20 stories a day, but you can do, let's say, depending on the business, you could do maybe every other day you can do a post, and maybe every day you could do a story. And so if you're a business, you can literally do the post on the story and then load in the web address that you want it to go to, the exact landing page. So if you're selling a particular jacket and you say, hey, go check out this jacket by swiping up, it will take the user directly to the page, the landing page that you choose, so that they could see that exact product. So there's some really exciting stuff going on with Instagram. And I think that there's so much that probably I would take one show just to talk about Instagram. And then there might be some of the other platforms that, I'd want to take some time to just kind of go over things, make sure that everything is optimized and working correctly. But I just want to share that. If you have a company or something, an event coming up, and you would like to get the word out for it, go to my website, fill out the form. thisismysouthbay.com, and then I will do my best to get around to everybody. And I guess that's it. I'll be signing off. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me.